I'm Jim Shipstead, one of the pastors here at the First Congregational Church of Anaheim, and I'd like to welcome you to encouragement for today. I've been thinking a lot recently about the power of God's love and forgiveness and how lives can be transformed. There's a wonderful story in Luke chapter 19, verses 1 through 10, from Zacchaeus, the tax collector. I want to read it for you. Jesus entered Jericho and was passing through. A man was there by the name of Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and he was wealthy. He wanted to see who Jesus was, but because he was short, he could not see over the crowd, so he ran ahead and climbed a sycamore fig tree to see him, since Jesus was coming that way. When Jesus reached the spot, he looked up and said to him, "Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today." So he came down at once and welcomed him gladly. All the people saw this and began to mutter, "Jesus has gone to be the guest of a sinner." But Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord, "Look, Lord, here and now I give half of my possessions to the poor, and if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount." Jesus said to him, "Today salvation has come to this house, because this man too is a son of Abraham, for the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost." I've been thinking a lot lately about how God does change the human heart when people know they're really loved and forgiven. We had a wonderful men's group this past Monday. There was a guy named Dan who shared from his heart with all of us how he had gone through a painful divorce and how he was just kind of far away from God. And then a few years ago, he really committed his life back to the Lord, and how it's helped him in his business dealings. It's helped him as he's works with other people. He's met a wonderful woman that they've been married quite a while now, and it's kind of restored his family. And I was thinking just the power of God's love to change people. This morning I was on a Zoom call with a bishop from Uganda, and he was just sharing with me some wonderful things going on there in Africa. There was a doctor who came into his church a while back, and this doctor he said he was getting greedy. He was performing lots of abortions just to get money, not to necessarily help people. He was just using an abortionist, and how God really convicted him of his greed and also some other issues in his life that needed to be dealt with. And he kind of broke down in front of the church and gave his life to Christ, and it's totally transformed his medical practice now. Now he's really trying to help people. And it was so beautiful to hear how he's kind of taken this step to recovery. And I was thinking how God does change people's hearts. We had a woman share recently how she too had been far away from God, and it took a stint in the jail for her to get sober, and now she's got her children back, she's got a job, she's got a place to live, and I was looking at her, her eyes were just full of light, not instead of darkness, and she's been sober now for 2 years. And I was just thinking the power of God's love to transform people. So today, if maybe you're struggling with something, just let go and let God. I really believe that as we kind of give God the challenging things in our lives, that His love and forgiveness comes and begins to transform us from the inside out. I hope and pray that you have a wonderful day today. May God bless you.